We're on.
Yeah, we're on with it.
Part
we're
two.
we're just checking in our new remote, our $19.95 first asset of the new RacingRant.
Wait till you get mic'd up next week, Glenn.
Dallas can't come and get this our first asset, can he? Cost $19.95, Dal. Leave it alone. It's ours. We're fucking keeping it.
The Eskimo Prince is one very good filly against 8 males. And it's over the 1,200 metres. $2.50 is the filly, Oh My Sword. $6 Beazle, or
Gazelle.
$7.50 Guard of Honour. $8 coming through, $8.50 spending to win. $11 Brynick, 21 on the spot, 31 Generalissimo, 35 Man from UNCLE, or Uncle. Now, spending to win looks our lure here. He's a fast horse out there in 8. Guard of Honour looks to accompany him. Huey off, Tommy Berry on. And I guess Generalissimo won't be far away given that he hasn't seen 1,200. And I had Beazle next best. Now, this race is very interesting because we saw Oh My Sword first up at Rosehill 12 months ago, win on debut, and then first up in her second preparation, just dazzle over this course and distance field of fillies. Is she subject to the wallet travails of the moment or not?
I'm saying yes.
Because Gord, she had a very different trial set up first up last time. She had the,
She actually did something.
She actually did, yeah.
Look, I found it really hard because I have an opinion of the horse, but there's one thing, like great point there, is that if you trial bad all the time, then it's kind of irrelevant. But if there's a change, then that's what you're looking for, and there definitely was a change there. So
yeah, he was serious about first up last time, wasn't he? Now he's like, I'm sure he's thinking, well, this is not a target of any sort.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a project horse because, Bowman on in both trials, and obviously it's got ability and a bit of a rap on it. But yeah, of course at the price I'm against it. Yeah. It's more a price-orientated thing, I think, with a lot of these Waller runners, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're getting a bit of value about them because of the current situation, then okay. But if they're still very well found, then maybe don't get involved.
Yeah, I think you sort of want seven. You want to start at 7-1 with any Waller horse you're interested in. What do you reckon, mate?
I'm starting to feel very nervous for this. I feel a little weird. Just thinking about.
No, but he's been swanning over there to the world champion horse, or was it whatever it was?
What happens when you swan over? I heard that saying before. What do you just parade around like a swan?
Yeah, I guess so. Or you just sort of they move very sort of gracefully.
Model-like, isn't it? It's like strutting, is it? Or
well, that's more peacock, but yeah.
Oh, peacocking around?
Yeah.
What are we going to do here, Glenn? This is a mounting yard male race, obviously.
Mate,
you've already mentioned.
MYM.
You've already mentioned.
Just wrote it straight there because I thought Coming Through is the best horse race at the 2 trials, and I was just so interested. Also, Michael Walker riding him, coming all this way to ride him, and obviously he wanted to stick with this horse.
Yeah, and came up for the 2 trials as well. I mean,
and
obviously
what did you
the
make of the
connection
trials?
to the plan to just nothing again.
Just wallery.
Yeah.
But they weren't They weren't like given an easy trial at the back. This horse was struggling a bit, wasn't it, good?
I reckon so. And if you look before last preparation when it won first up at Warwick Farm, it won a 1,045 metre trial. So yet again, there's that change.
For that, all those reasons, I was tipping Bazelle, top looking horse, stay stable. I said was absolutely flying, and the week later was only going like busted. I was interested in it, and going to show a bit of respect for Brown in front there if he does get the pace, especially from barrier 8, spending to win.
Yeah, who did a good job, was vulnerable the other day, and got beaten by a smart horse.
I agree. Gordy, what are you saying, buddy?
Can I forgive Guard of Honour?
Well,
I'm going to get a price tomorrow to find out, aren't I?
It's second up, going up 1,000 to 1,200, and like poo-pooed the other day.
Yeah, well, see.
I watched it a few times because I was struggling so much with this race. So it seemed to lose the plot there and lose quite a few lengths.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
When you look at something a few times, are you trying to talk yourself
Yes,
into
I
it?
am. Yeah. Yes, that's why I won't be betting in the race.
It's like I've got Ace Jack here, and someone's raised and he's re-raised. Now, these are two good cards. I've had no cards for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
just getting you ready for the $150 million racing event. Are you trying to, when you look at that, because I do that all the time, and I think it's a negative thing to do.
I say that to myself when I'm doing it. I'm trying to, you know me, I'm quite happy to just pen a whole race and not bet if I have
pen
to
a runner.
but I've got to talk on the show, so I've got to put a little bit more effort in. but yeah, the
Thumbs
last
up if you like Gordy's effort, please.
the last 50 metres, I thought they weren't taking any ground off it at all. It sort of half came again.
Funny horse.
So because there's so many question marks about the other horses in the race, and I'm probably going to get $10 tomorrow, you reckon?
I was going to say you're going to get at least $8.50.
Yeah. I'd have a little play at those odds. Just say it was an anomaly last
Now,
start.
what about?
What's wrong?
I realise it beat absolute nuffies, but there's only one horse in this race that's had a recent city run over the distance.
Yeah.
Looks a nice little horse. Is it thrown a bit in the deep end?
Well, look, everything's got problems, you know. We've spoken about the Waller resumers, Oh My Sword, and coming through. We've spoken about the fact that these horses are 1,000 up, which is yuck. Guard of Honour and Spending to Win. And Beasel's a resumer that's sort of tied to coming through. He did a good job last preparation.
What price is Brian Oak?
$11.
If you said 21, I could say you could unload, but 11. I think you make a good argument, but
Look, it's an interesting race, and I think it's a very juicy race on the card. We'll know more, obviously,
I'm with Mark.
mid-afternoon tomorrow.
Huh? I think $11 is a fair price, isn't it?
well, it's a Wednesday
So
horse,
many
it's Saturday
questions.
races. It's Saturday horses,
But we don't know what it is yet, do we?
but the bottom line is, if coming through was right, it would win. If Oh My Sword was right, she would
Yeah, but
probably win.
you're just not entitled to think they are.
Oh no, I'm not totally.
The Breeders' Classic Race 7, this time for mares, and I must say I'm a bit surprised at the market in this race. $4 Danish Twist, $5.50 Flippant, $4.80 Egyptian Symbol, $5.50 Flippant, $6 I Am's a Lady, $8.50 In Her Time, $10 French Emotion, we have not seen it forever, $13 Saritza and long odds 7 and 9.
What do you mean we haven't seen French Emotion? It's been 98 days.
No, we haven't seen it in Sydney forever.
Oh, I apologise.
Last time it was seen here, it was beaten in a maiden at Gosford.
I backed it.
Odds on, and the winner was, I should know off the top of my head, but the winner was Loves a Fantasy, Gerald Ryan.
Egyptian Symbol boys, what are we saying? Busted up or moral?
I thought Moral.
I thought top.
Jay Collett back on board.
Back to
Low.
1200, gets
Just
control.
scene of the crime.
Scene of the crime.
I mean, Danish Twist did a very good job in her 1200 metre Randwick run against the boys first up.
I was tipping thought $4.80. We were actually going to get on this horse for once. Terrific horse to win, to beat number 3, who always jumps hurdles, and sends me absolutely cuckoo. And In Her Time, it is absolutely flying. This is a big jump for it, and it's had the trial since. It's had the little 35-day break, and obviously gets down in the weights, but certainly up in class. But a horse just absolutely on fire.
And I just cannot understand trainers. They're just so stupidly loyal. Like, why would you leave A. Adkins on in this race?
Ridiculous.
It is just, honestly, it is just lunacy. You're thinking with your heart and not your head there.
It's just another one of those races.
Especially when you're a battling trainer.
Like, you remember when we blew up when Ben Cadham Gold lost T. Berry and got Jay Cassidy in the Caulfield Cup? And Horry, he was smirking away there going, well, of course, you've got to get that extra, eighth of a length that Jay Cassidy was supposedly going to give it.
It's just another one of those races where there's key negatives about all of them, really, aren't there?
Speaking,
Egyptian Symbol is back from the Gold Coast.
And what's that a key negative? Just his travel?
Well, I don't like them first start from back in Sydney when they've been away. I'm interested in maybe Danish Twist. I liked its first up run last prep.
Top horse.
Take down Alboy Malachi to be within 0.2 of a length there, but it sort of needs a luck, and it's got Tom Berry. The trials were actually fairly decent. It's come back all right.
Yeah, he wouldn't be sneezing at this race.
What about the freshen up trial about I Am's a Lady? Are we just sick of that horse?
Well, you know, 2 monster runs at the Gold Coast, 1300. She did look very good at Rose Hill 1200 one day, but there's been a sequence of runs since that win at Rose Hill that have just let you down. The other thing was that she just got the perfect run at the Gold Coast, didn't she? There she was to win, and Private Secretary just somehow got her. Whereas Egyptian Symbol, and to a lesser Flippant, who has got no Sydney form.
And we haven't even mentioned.
Yeah, well, Brown, Gate 1, do you want to mention it?
No.
No.
How does that, in her time, obviously it was slightly, even though it won at second start, it was slightly disappointed. We expected to win easier. How does that win at Canterbury rate as far as Saturday figures are concerned? It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, lots of beats come out and pissed him and said this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horse. I think, you know, very few horses, I would think in this sort of grade, could jump that type of hurdle, but this is one that probably time for.
Oh, look, the first up win was amazing.
Oh,
The first up win was amazing.
Yeah, interesting race.
and,
Good
you know,
name, one. Egyptian Symbol.
Yeah, Egyptian Symbol on top of the lead. That's the starting point. She's the benchmark.
Race 8.
Is a mile, benchmark 78, and $5 favourite, the unlucky Leopari, Waller again. $5.50 Classic Uniform, $6.50 Imanui. Then a sequence of $10 runners, Invincible Knight, Hogmanay, Chestnut Road, $11 Zornkonig, $13 Esteban, who finally gets his blinkers back on, and longer odds the others. $16 Hand from Above, $21 Night Voyage, Schnitzel Night. Game on here.
Thick race.
Yeah, well, Classic Uniform wants the front. He's got Hogmanay underneath him, who didn't let him get to the front last time they clashed. You've got Chestnut Road underneath them that will just make sure they do a little bit more before they get there. And Zorkonig found the lure the other day and looked like half a horse. So, but I imagine that he can't have it. Hand from Above, next best in the run.
It's my horse. You've God's horse here. Get the lovely run.
Who's
Underneath him. He was asking me about last start. I said one more run it'll win, but I'm keen tomorrow. Imanui, number 12.
Well, he presents well for the race, doesn't he?
Well, he's third up. He's sitting there in barrier 4. Mitchell Bell, hot rider, good rider.
Didn't expect it to go up that price. Thought it'd be a
I
bit longer.
expected it to be shorter.
Yeah.
Expected it to be shorter.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought just
Same
off
as
suspicion.
you.
Right,
I thought it'd be
like
longer.
Classic Uniform won his race. Invincible Knight just needs to, like
$59.
Yeah, same.
And you're thinking shorter.
I thought it'd be 7-2. I thought it'd be the 7-2 favourite.
Wow.
This is what I thought the market would be: 7-2 Imanui, 5-1 Leopari, 7-1 Classic Uniform, 10-1 Hogmanay, 10-1 Chestnut Road.
Boys, I'm tipping number 12. Mark's marked a favourite in his thoughts, so that makes me even keener to win this race. It just ticks a lot of boxes, and it's still a lightly raced. Only had the 7 starts for 3 wins. There's a lot to like about it, and things like Classic Uniform and Hogmanay and everything else. They all, Zorkonig to a degree. Hand from Above. They're all the usual suspects a bit to me, but I think Imanui presents a bit with something tomorrow that's just a little bit different.
I just think there's only 2 chances in the race, which is number 12 Imanui and number 8 Leopari.
Fuck, we're not going to get on this, are we?
What do you mean?
You're going to tip it next.
No, I'm not going to tip what?
You're tipping Imanui.
No.
Well, you made the 7-2 favourite, you just said.
I said I thought it'd be the 7-2 favourite.
So you're kind of tipping it.
Yeah, I'm tipping it. Yeah, but I'm tipping something else.
Okay, what are you saying to us?
Chestnut Road, like he's flying. He's completely flying. Gets T Clark and gets run of the race.
Okay. And
I know it's a 7-year-old. Blah blah blah.
34
blah, blah, blah,
starts, 5 wins. He is a bit of a. You'd agree he's a usual suspect.
Yeah, I know he's a usual suspect. And look, Imanui's got a great chance. Leopari may have used his.
I agree with
You know?
that.
I don't think so, because I was thinking maybe, and then
Watched the replay 100 times and then thought.
No.
Thought you saw it,
Look, when you don't get a run the whole way down the straight, you haven't really spent your pennies, have you?
No, you haven't spent your pennies, but you got to race against Olympic Academy.
Yeah. Oh, well, come on. It should have won by like 4 lengths or something like
Doesn't
that.
matter. It's done nothing.
Shouldn't have if it got to run and wins by 40, didn't he?
Yes.
I looked at it differently than that.
Look, good chance, Leopari, but I'm just saying that I don't think that helps him, what he did the other day.
And of course he finds himself in the Montauk class, that there could be a little bit of How's the fucking float going on the, at King's Cross?
Well, I don't think you can blame him for last start.
Paul's got a few little bisexual
Look,
animals,
tell you what, the horse that I'm very scared about in this race, Night Voyage. I know he won a nuffy at Kembla, but he's lightly raced, and he's just a new, different horse in this race.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's move to race 9, guys. We still haven't found a
The nightcap.
Oh, God got him before me again. That's it. I'm not doing the show anymore.
And this is very walled, this race. So we got $5.50 Deploy out to 1400 for the first time, $6 Veladero, $6 Top of My List, who has got a run because Dorf Star's going to Canterbury tonight, but doesn't have a rider as yet. $7 Roaring to Win, Brown again. $10 Weir Shore, that's your horse, Glenn. $11 Tower of Song, another of your horses. $12 Disgraceful, nobody's horse. $11 Nikitas, another Waller Resumer. $17 Art Nouveau. $16 Got Unders. And Deploy really has to take it up here. It's a bit of a slow race. If he lets Got Unders cross him, I mean, Got Unders is an honest on-pace trier, but surely Deploy is 50 times faster horse than him.
Sorry,
but I mean,
I'm just counting the amount of pages that race has
really
provided for me.
You're really going to go through it here.
There's 14 runners and I got 11 pages.
Anyway, I think that Roaring to Win actually gets in here because there's slow, off paces. There's bits and pieces that might poke up just to keep him posted, but I'm saying he's a chance to get in. Gordo.
Look, I probably won't be getting too involved in this particular race, but
Being the nightcap, because you'll be so far in front.
yeah, well,
That'd be nice.
hopefully. We said that was it for Deploy.
Did we?
Jeez, it's found another winnable race.
And gee, they've discounted it, haven't they? It's kind of 1400. It won't be winning 1400, says the market.
Oh well, I sort of disagree with that because it's going to be a soft lead, isn't it?
Well, if he rides it, see, the danger here is that they go, oh, well, we're going 1400 here, so
yeah,
they don't ride it like they should ride it,
Yeah.
which is I own the race.
Yeah.
It's look, we better not take any risks here.
Yep.
So that is the risk with Deploy. Other than that, he's got a great chance. Roaring to Win, his 2 runs at Randwick 1400, made a mess of Lunarize and Co. one day, and then ran into Heavens Above, who was just flying. So he's the other one in my opinion. Veladero, Waller.
It's Veladero.
Oh, he's an honest plugger. He's a 3-year-old that's, I don't know, I suppose.
Has he got a sprint?
I don't think so.
No.
And Nikitas, he's $11. He couldn't keep up in the trial the other day. So where do we go? I'm never ever tipping Disgraceful ever again. I do give Weir Shore a chance. He did a good job against the bias the other day.
He did a great job. And he's flying, it finds ads. Finds Hieronymus, who just, never stops riding with us. You boys look to be both tipping the top one. I'm tipping the bottom one. I think he's a really nice horse. And there's a lot to like about him, and I was tipping him to beat Weir Shore, but I had a bit of a query to Deploy 1400, but you guys have made me start thinking that I might be getting 550 tomorrow to save him.
No, that's what price I've marked it.
I reckon it'll blow. I reckon we'll get better tomorrow.
Yeah. They're lining up to try other stuff.
There's just so many question marks about Waller runners in that race again. It's just confuses the
Wallace
shit
is
out
going
of
to
me,
give us
so-
tomorrow, give it to us all tomorrow. So I think he'll make a fortune out of him, or he's just going to give it to us.
Well,
Isn't it amazing? His life affects my life. It's weird, isn't it? Waller. I had a great dream the other night about betting. I can't remember it, but I remember I love the dream.
Okay.
Well, tomorrow, we're going to have tomorrow. What's your best tomorrow, Gordy? You do something you're pretty keen on?
got something there.
You really like this all summer long a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Got me
So
interested.
like at the odds each way there, and also race 2, number 3 each way, taking home.
Wow.
2-year-old race is always a good race to tip a horse.
Do you ever notice that when you say something positive in your mind, you have a little habit of going,
Because I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know that. Did you do it again then? Yeah. What if the people can pick it up on now? They'll pick it up on our new microphones.
Oh,
There'll
okay.
be little, here, give us a like if you like Gord's.
Interesting.
So I know what I think of it. My best, I fucking hate it. My best is Imanui tomorrow. About $6.50, $5, $6.
Should I answer a question with a question just to cheer you up even more? I don't want it. When you
But I just, it's funny. It's just your little habit. We all have
Right,
little
so
habits.
I'm in the 2-year-old race. Race 2, number 1, Veronillo is my tip for the day. That's my play for the day.
That's number 1.
Glenn, you need to tell our subscribers or people watching what they need to do.
I do need to tell you because in the beginning, I think when I said, "Oh, Mark, you say, oh, please like us," and I thought it was like, because I don't understand anything about anything, and I didn't understand the computer world. That I was going, "I don't say that, Mark. We don't want people to like us, but we actually do want people to like us because we need to get our numbers to grow so this show can survive." So if you do watch the show, you don't have to buy products. You might watch the RAND. You might enjoy the RAND. Everyone loves the RAND and our previous shows. I mean, they come to you just for the cost of your eyeballs. Go to the YouTube and press on like. We need the support for later on so we get some sort of corporate deal on board. They see our numbers are good and we need the money to keep the joint going because, man, if you look up fly blown in the dictionary, there's a picture of the three of us just looking at you. So try to like us. Now I thought like us meant I'll be our friends, and I didn't understand it was actually a tag.
Yeah, and if you actually subscribe to the YouTube channel, you get. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you get told instantly
Yes.
the show goes up. So
There you go. And
like the show, watch the show as early as you like by being a YouTube subscriber.
give us the thumbs up, and if I don't tip a winner, there's a little area you can click and put it straight up my clacker.
You can
That's
give us
right.
a thumbs down.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And you
give
can
us that,
obviously
that's fair enough.
comment on the show on YouTube as well.
So maybe
And,
we should end the show like.
Yeah, RAND will be on Monday. I'm looking forward to that so much, boys.
And we've got
$150
we've got
million.
we've got a special guest on Monday. He might want to join the
Well,
poker
that-
tournament.
a lot of the
Yeah.
pros have been wrapping the arse out of centre bet for coming the punters
Think about all the politics we can talk about on Monday too. You can be the supporter of Trump, and I'll be the.
Of course, I'm supporting Trump. He's the president. He's the best.
What about when he gives it to Malcolm Turnbull? Did Malcolm Turnbull run away with his tail between his legs?
Oh, and did you hear Christopher Pine this one? Just quickly, you know what he said? How could anyone ever go back on a deal? Good on you, Chris Pine. 'Cause
Did he really?
He said,
Oh my
if you make a
God.
deal and you're Australian, you stick to that deal. Bigger load of Mike Beard out there with the greyhound racing.
Yeah, and
every
another
other
1,000
politicians that have broke
examples.
everything. See you on the RAND Monday.